Hello everyone, welcome to my vlog for assignment 2.1 in ENC 710. I have a couple of questions that I need to answer today, so let's just get right to it. So from my experience in higher education, how would I compare and contrast the basic tenets of teaching online and traditional face-to-face approaches to teaching? So for me, face-to-face interaction better personalizes the learning process. Knowing one's teacher and professor physically, personally, um, it can be beneficial for some students that are more sociable um, and have more of an extroverted and outgoing personality. Um, In-person discussions are also just kind of generally beneficial in curriculums that require a lot of debate and discussion. It's easier to actually have those debates and discussions if you're meeting in class a couple times a week. I don't really think that's one of those things that is subjective based on students. I think that's just a general advantage that in-person classes have. Um, so those kinds of curriculums that would need that are things like political science, criminal justice, and philosophy. All things that I've personally been a part of throughout my collegiate and post-collegiate experience so far. So that's kind of where I've gotten a lot of my perspective on in-person teaching. Of course, my entire master's degree and everything we're doing now is online, and I find that online learning is better if you need to make your own schedules. If you're, a working adult with a full time job, sustaining full time or even part time learning as a student is damn near impossible if you have to actually go into class. There's just no way to make the time if you don't get to make your schedule. Um, and beyond that, some people are just better in those kind of environments, or lack thereof of an environment. Um, Less social people don't want to have to meet up every couple of weeks. They're more comfortable and better at learning and being a student um, when they don't have to interact as much. That just is the kind of person that they are. The second question is, well, it's less of a question and more just a prompt for a discussion. I want to discuss whether I believe Bloom's taxonomy can be applied to online teaching and learning in higher education and explain why. So, from my understanding of it, Bloom's taxonomy can be applied to any kind of learning. It's a learning hierarchy. Um, there's no reason why that wouldn't be able to apply online when compared to how it applies in person. I don't really see a difference in application there, at least not in any of the experiences that I've had as a student. Um, so, just kind of understanding it, at least the way I understood it as one, a hierarchy of the way we learn, but also kind of a way to understand the learning process, taking info from like one stage to the next. Um, so that's kind of where that interpretation is where I'm basing a lot of my stuff on. Um, so while that's kind of one half of the discussion that I wanted to touch on, whether or not it applies to both evenly, which I think it does, I kind of generally disagree with the order of Bloom's taxonomy. Um, I don't think applying knowledge comes before taking a position on that knowledge, or at the very least, analyzing one's understanding of it. Application has to come after kind of really getting it, being a veteran at something, and not after just understanding it initially. You kind of have to have done some analysis. You have to have taken a position on what you've analyzed before you can apply it. I just don't see a way to apply knowledge without understanding it at a level where you are you have an opinion about it and you've analyzed it a lot deeper. Um, so that's all for my vlog for this week. I hope you guys get something out of it. I hope it kind of sparks a little discussion, and I'll see you next time.